Hello guys, welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at is called Human Form. All relevant links and information for the film will be in the description below. Let's get into it. At the beginning of the movie, a little girl named Chung Hyung is in a room drawing. On her notebook she loves to draw pictures of beautiful girls with colorful eyes and exaggerated features. Her drawings are always creative for her age, and Hyung's mother enters the room and asks her what she is up to on seeing the beautiful picture that she has made. The mother praises her. Following that, she frames it and puts it on the wall beside several other drawings that Hyung has made throughout the scene. We do not get a look at the mother's face. Several years later, Young is grown up into a teenager. She is waiting outside the school for her best friend. While waiting, she looks at herself in the looking mirror, nitpicking the imperfections on her face. Not long after, her friend comes running and apologizes for being late. They hold hands and make their way to the cosmetic hospital as they had planned over the years. And Young has grown obsessed with having a perfect face. She wants to go through several cosmetic procedures to look like a model. The girls wait for their appointment in the lounging area. As they talk, we find out that Hyung hasn't told her parents about the trip to the hospital. Even her best friend is skeptical about the plan, but she doesn't voice her opinion. All of a sudden, she asks to see Hyung's sketchbook, and Hyung is reluctant to show it to her because it has sketches that are very close to her art. But a friend insists. When she still doesn't agree, she takes her bag and forcefully gets the sketchbook out. Fortunately for Hyung, before her friend can get a look at the pages, a nurse calls her name. Leaving her friend at the lounging area, she walks inside to meet the doctor. She also brings the sketchbook with her. It turns out that the sketches are her inspiration for what she wants to look like after the surgery. She excitedly shows them to the doctor and waits for her reaction, but to her annoyance, the doctor looks at them and laughs. She even asks Hyung if she really wants to look like the picture. He nods her head, affirming that she in fact wants to look like her sketches. To her dismay, the doctor bluntly says that the surgery won't be possible because her pictures are extremely different from her actual face. And Hugh argues, claiming that the picture is not very different from the doctor's face. The doctor is still not convinced. She claps back, stating that Hyung might have come to the wrong clinic because their fees are way more expensive than she can afford. Then the camera pans towards the doctor for the first time, and we see that her face looks like that of a porcelain doll with exaggerated features. Her chin is sharp and pointy, her eyes look animated, her nose is unnaturally straight, alongside that her eyebrows are thin and her skin tone is whitish and unnatural. She almost doesn't look real and has clearly gone through several surgeries. And Young says that she wants to look like her and asks how much it costs. After finding out the price, she returns back to her friend but passes her without saying a word. The friend tries to call her, but she doesn't reply. Hyung is clearly upset because she has been wanting the face of her dreams for a long time. When she is back home, her mother and her sister sit down for dinner, and Hyung is quiet, but the other two talk about a man who was recently bit by a dog. While they talk, it is also revealed that the person had performed plastic surgery on his dog to make it look prettier. The family discusses plastic surgery like it is very common in today's society, and Hyung takes this opportunity to tell them that she also wants to change her face. When the camera turns towards her mother, we see that she too has the exact same face as the doctor from earlier. It turns out that looking like a porcelain doll with exaggerated features has become a trend, and everyone has gone overboard with the surgeries to get the look. And Young's sister comes into the frame, revealing that she has also jumped on the bandwagon. They asked Hyung what is wrong with her natural face, making her look at her in disbelief. She claims that since her sister got her face done before the yearbook pictures, she has the right to do the same. However, the other two do not share the same view. The mother dismisses the conversation after asking her to pay for her surgery with her own money. Moments later, the father joins the dinner table and starts devouring the food. He too has the same face as the others, with the only difference being his beard. The family silently eats dinner, but the father notices the tension. He inquires what is wrong, but no one of them replies, being a rebellious teenager. And Hyung gets up without finishing the food on her plate and leaves abruptly, following that she goes to meet her best friend to fetch her bag that she had left at the doctor's earlier. But she is met with utmost surprise to see that her friend has also gotten plastic surgery to look like the others. She excitedly asks Hyung if she likes her new face, but Hyung leaves without saying a word. She is clearly bummed about being the odd one out. As she walks back home, it starts to rain, but the fact doesn't make her hurry. She bumps into a guy who again looks the same for the next several minutes in, Young stalls through the street with only a hood over her head to protect her. From the rain we notice that the walls in the alleyway are filled with posters advertising cosmetic surgeries. One of such posters catches in Hyung's attention. It is an advertisement for free facial surgery by a non-professional for practice. Although it is very dangerous and risky to let a random inexperienced person to perform on your face, and Hume doesn't have any other choice. She desperately wants a new face before her yearbook pictures, so she signs up for the free cosmetic surgery program. The very next morning she goes to the doctor. He happens to be a man who looks the same as the others. He hands her a paper of contract that says if the surgery fails it won't be his fault. He claims that it is just a simple formality and casually asks her to sign. In Hyung doesn't think much about it and does as he says. In the following scene, she is on a hospital bed ready for the operation. She dreams of her recovering after the surgery. In the dream, her mother takes the bandage off her head to reveal a new face that she had always wanted. And Hyung stares at herself in the mirror as her mother starts to panic. Then the doctor's voice is heard. He is asking In Hyung if she can still hear him. He also inquires if she can open her eyes, while In Hyung's mother walks backward as if she is retreating, scared of her own daughter. At last the doctor nervously claims to himself that he is messed up. In Hyung is finally brought back to reality, and we see that her entire face is wrapped in bloodied bandages. The surgery has evidently gone